and take a trolley. Whatever is good. Oh, Mama says, oh, this one we didn't have in our house, we put it inside there. Oh, let's pick this one. Oh, even a chewing gum we didn't. Even biscuits, you know. You pick everything which goes out of your budget. If you go to those people who have developed, and serious people, particularly in the north, the west, they cannot, a man and a wife cannot leave the house for shopping without having agreed on the budget. And if you ask him, when will you go to Mombasa for a holiday, he will tell you 2025. When you are in Kirodo, when you will go for your holidays. So how do you cry? I hate people who say, oh, because we were colonized, or because we were done this, we could not be able to come out, because of our past history, or because of what? And yet you went to the market yourself, and you asked the price of poverty. And you were told poverty is this dollars. You bought poverty. You accepted that poverty. You say we are Africans. You are accepting because we are Africans, we are poor. Look at our brothers, the blacks elsewhere in the European West. Who are there? They are not the ones who were colonized 200 years ago. They are still submitting to other people. They went to the same colleges and so on. So, Kwesi, the sort of life we are living in is by choice. It's by choice. I have told these people here, after 5 years, we fight after elections. Your country helped us 2007. When your president was the chair of the African Union, and he had to send the late Secretary General of United Nations, Kofi Annan, to come and rescue his country. Ghana did it. President Kufuor and Kofi Annan organized. They are the people who created peace in this country. After every 5 years. And you know the reason? Because these people don't want to accept that their politics is pegged to their tribes. And if we accept that, we can have a constitution that addresses their tribes, ethnicity. So that not a winner, anybody who wins, he takes it all. We can say this cake is big, let it be distributed to tribes. Because this is a tribal country. And you accept the tribalism positively. And you will never fight. And stupid tribalists, when we want to work on the constitution, they move to court. When we start dying, it is not them. It is our children, it is workers, it is women. And those who have money, they fly away. And somebody is telling you it is not constitutional. And the constitution is a paper that we wrote. And we as workers, we participated. Those children, you see them being shot, they are children of poor people like you. They are not the children of, you know, the Madaris, those people who live in informal settlements, are children and sons, daughters of poor laborers, casuals, workers. And in Africa, let me tell you something with this black person. He forgets very quickly. An African is a caste person. And he enjoys when he's begging. Why would have you stopped BBI? We said, let us create governance, the area of governance. We address the area of governance. We are at home and dry. But when two communities come together, they say, after we win, we will share among the two. When we have more, almost 20 institutions of high learning, you can go back at home, do your mathematics between you and me, who is a stupid student. And it is the duty of labor movement globally to stand up and say the incoming administration must be a responsive, protective, guiding and guardian to the citizens. And if you are born here like me, I know everybody in the system. And when I tell you so and so is bad, you say, oh, Atwoli has abandoned workers. He's now talking about politics. Bad politics breeds bad life. And as a man, I'm the only person from a pressure group, free and independent labor movement in this country, to tell you the truth. Ask El Sadiq in Sudan. They played about, oh, this old man is now tired, he has overruled us, let's now make some changes. They made changes. Ask him. And the politics of President Bashir was helping them. Go to Libya. Libya is not the same. And every Friday, Libyans were getting free food in their rations, free money and everything. They say, oh, Muammar Gaddafi. Go back there and see how that country is. But if labor movement stood up, you stand up and talk. Because that time you'll not be able to talk. If you play about next year, and I've told you, if you are not prepared, let us not go to those elections. I've warned you. If you are not prepared, let's not go to those elections. And I want to thank you, Bruno. Today you came up with a very good opinion in the Star newspaper. If you are not prepared, let's not go to those elections. Because you either choose to die or to be what you are. And your preparation is only in BBI. And the constitution is how some stupid fellow saying, oh, you cannot change the constitution. What about when you start fighting and then the president declares a state of emergency? There will be no that constitution you are talking about. There will be no that constitution. Prepare yourself well. Some of you are saying I'm overstayed at the helm of court. I prepare myself with Erica and everybody well. Me, I don't want to be a governor, don't want to be a MCA, I don't want to be a senator, don't want to be a member of parliament. I don't want any of those positions. What you are giving me, I'm a salary. I don't want to be a businessman. I don't want more money. The money you are giving me is enough. I have 2 salaries from Kenya Plantation and Agricultural Workers Union, 1 from Central Organization of Trade Unions. And I'm one man. When I go to Ghana, when I go to Lome, he takes care of where I will sleep. He gives me my per diem. He takes me for food. I don't want money. He sends me an air ticket to go there. I don't want more than that. And the other thing, if you don't know, let me tell you. Because we are poor thinking, poor handling ourselves, we don't have budgets. What brings an African society or an African family together? For example, if I depart, what will bring my 17 children together and the members of my family together will be poverty. riches will scatter them. An African is not a manager of riches. Even those who want more in the name of their children fight for 50, 30 years. They are in courts. Why should you want more? Pumbafu sana. I'm just alerting you. That is what I want. I've talked and talked, but I would ask you people I would again repeat that if we are not properly prepared, we should not. I have said that on behalf of workers, not on behalf of anybody else. We must relook into an area of our new constitution. We must also relook continentally whether the democracy that has been imposed to us, whether it is working for us or not. Because we need, after you have elected a leader, he must have what you used to call a strategic plan. A strategic plan of 30 years, 50 years, and it must be respected by other respective leaders, other incoming leaders. That is how you can change. But every leader coming in with his own slogan and so on and forgetting what was there before him, you will not be able to move out of this. Africa, I can tell you for sure, you don't need any support or anything from outside. You don't need anybody. NEPAD and other African economic initiatives, there are so many from Arusha Declaration and so on, the one from Lagos Actions, they were all asking us to promote inter-African trade, to trade amongst ourselves. And that's all. And people will come in asking us, what can we offer? But look, always the time crying, oh, you want our young men and women died in the Mediterranean. This is not the Africa we want. I want to end there wishing you fruitful discussion and assuring you of our total support. And for our guests, delegates who have been here, I think I saw Damaris, I saw Barasa, I saw Bruno here, I saw several people from court, and I saw Brother Njeru who will be in charge to organize for your court. We'll have to host you at a dinner this evening for you to continue to exchange your views and see how far you people can be able to come out with some positive and friendly solidarity-related resolutions that can help our journalists, particularly in this country, where journalists are just contributors, are not on permanent employment. Most of them are correspondents. Most of them, the media houses have not restored their salary after COVID-19. And I would use this platform to ask the main media houses right away from the Standard Group, Nation, and other big media houses in this country, Citizen TV and the rest, K24, those stations that I know very well that we use, to make sure that those who work for them are fully paid, because we always buy newspapers, we watch television, advertisements are going on as usual, and we don't want free newspapers. We buy them, and they should pay journalists well. I therefore want to declare this important symposium or workshop or summit officially opened, and I thank you.
Thank you very much. Let us give him another round of applause.